Hello, this is Albert from Choi and More, and in this video, we'll learn how to hold a cello properly, play pizzicato, and play Twinkle Twinkle Little Stars on this cello. For this part of the video, I will put the bow down, set it aside, because we will not need it. So to hold the cello properly, I would first start off with adjusting the end pin. And then after you lock it using this mechanism, put it down, and you want this part of the cello to rest on both sides. Rest it between your thighs so that it just stays there when you do this. And then I usually keep this part of the cello slightly below my chest, but I have seen people do it higher or lower. It's just depending on your preference. And finally, I just want to mention that you want a steady posture. You want your feet flat on the ground and not off to the side or on the chair or something like that, because to obtain a good sound, you will need both feet on the ground. So when first determining where to put your thumb, when you're first doing pizzicato, I would recommend putting your right thumb in between this point and this point. So I would put my thumb, this part, right on the fingerboard about here, and then using my right index finger, go under the string, slightly pull the string, and then release. Also note that it is important to learn the string names when first starting to play the cello. So on the leftmost side of the cello, the thinnest string of the cello is the A string. The next string on the right side is the D string. The third string on the cello is the G string. And finally, the thickest of the strings is the C string. Make sure that your strings are in tune. So, I recommend using a tuner that you can either physically buy at a music store or online, or you can use a tuner app on your smartphone. They're usually free and they're very convenient to use, so I recommend using them. So, the A string should sound like this. If it sounds any different, if it says A sharp, for example, that means it is too high. So you turn this counterclockwise and keep playing this until the tuner says it's an A. Or if it's a flat, it means it's too low. So you have to turn this fine tuner, that's what they call it, clockwise until the tuner says this is an A. So this should be a solid A. This string should be a solid D. This string should be a G. And then finally, this string should be a C. I recommend using your ears instead of using tapes on your fingerboard to detect if you are actually playing the right notes. It's just because if you're using tapes, it actually develops bad habits such as turning and watching the fingerboard while playing. And this develops very bad posture, and you do not get the best sound you can from your instrument. So, I'll give you an example of how this would work with Twinkle Twinkle. So you start off with open strings. Now this doesn't sound right, and your ears probably can detect this. And that sounds a bit low to me. So I would restart. Now that sounds right, so I'll keep going. That sounds very off to me. So what I would do is experiment using my finger placement on the fingerboard. So I recommend you putting your thumb right behind the second finger, which is this finger, and keep it there for the duration of the whole piece. So don't move your thumb around, or else it will not produce the right sound for the song. So
that sounds more like it.
In this part of the video, we will teach you how to play Twinkle Twinkle Little Star. So first, to play this, you would need to know the fingerings and then the notes that correspond with those fingerings. Open, 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 1, 1, open, 4, 4, 3, 3, 1, 1, open, 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 4, 4, 3, 3, 1, open, open, 4, 4, 3, 3, 1, open, 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 1, 1, open, 4, 4, 3, 3, 1, 1, open. I want to emphasize that to produce a good sound and to have good posture, you need to repeatedly reset the posture, reset the fingers, and play it repeatedly. This does not just work instantly. You have to practice and develop the muscle memory to produce a good sound and play in a good posture.